What's poppin'? What's poppin'? It's your boy Bemo, man. I'm here again. New day, new week, new plans. Still completing some goals I set. A little bit under the weather, but I must sit here and continue on dropping some Bemo Chronicles and stories to uplift the youth. I'm gonna start this one today, man. I just feel good for telling y'all a nice beat down, man. So tune into this Bemo Chronicle I'm about to drop for y'all. Before I get started, I want to say shout out to Toka, T-O-C-A, turning our circumstances around. Shout out to WeTheMovement.co. It's the clothing line. Shout out to, check out the SexMoneyMurder.co website. You know, got a lot of good things on there, great things going on. You know, I'm just going to continue on working. I guess they don't understand what a real hustle is, that know how to come from the bottom to the top is. You know what I'm saying? When you've been getting money, you're going to always continue on getting money. Now we just doing it the legit, positive way. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm here today. Shout out to Guns Down Life Up. Shout out to all other groups that's out there working to save the youth's lives and everything they got going on, you know. So, you know, today this topic joint is going to be we encountered a beef with Crips before the crew even turned Bloods. So this shit was like years ago. Like, we don't know nothing about Crips and Bloods. You might have heard of it. We might have heard of it in LA and all that, but we ran into a beef. We go to this town called Kingston. You know, if anybody know about Kingston, New York is definitely a home base of Castle Hill, Upper Soundview, backyard. We was out there getting money forever. You know what I'm saying? So we runs into this encounter with this dude, and he called LA. Now the story is just so weird because LA was a Crip, and they was running around terrorizing Kingston. Him, dude named Slow. It was a couple of them. LA Slow. It was a whole bunch of them right now, man. Pardon my soul that I forgot a lot of the names, but I know them. You know what I'm saying? These are all the old heads from Kingston, and they used to run around robbing everybody and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but when we came to this town, we was like a different species to make it here in this town. This was so funny and shit. Cause this town is so goddamn small, man. I remember when I first went there, I was scared to death to hustle. This shit was panicking. It's pandemonium. You got so many fiends running all around this block. These blocks, man, this shit was crazy, man. But it was so much money in this town. So many girls used to have so much fun out there and shit. So we runs into the encounter with the Crips before we did with Bloods, and we was going at them. And they realized that, hold up, like, these ain't no average New York dudes. We just was running across a whole bunch of New York dudes that was letting us rob them, letting us shoot at them. We ain't never back down. So there used to be a whole bunch of us out there. We didn't come out there. It probably was. Definitely we went, you know what I'm saying, the double mention didn't go out there until later on. Like, even out there at a certain time, you know what I'm saying? Because we got out there from New York Chuck. New York Chuck took us out there. You know what I'm saying? So I used to be around with New York Chuck running around and shit. But when I got there, I used to run around my man Bully Woody and Mel Quizzy, rest in peace. So when I used to go out there, it reminded me of us when we used to be in Springfield, Massachusetts, that they never used to let me hustle. I used to just run around with them. So while lighting them, smothering the block, I used to just rip and run all day with Mel Quizzy and Bully Wooly, you know. We run around messing with all the girls in the town. We used to have so much fun, bugging out, ripping and running and shit. So we slides out there. So now, LA and them get into a crazy, they came, did one of their infamous moves they always do, come rob a nigga and shoot. They didn't rob lighting them, but they shot at them. So they don't know. So now, after this happened, they came back later on that night Motherfuckers don't know, and they around the corner doing something else. By this time, we get back up on their ass. We come to that, we gun that, boom, boom, boom. So now he's like, yo, hold up, what the fuck? Now we see him again. We chase him around again. So they like, yo, hold up, who the hell is these dudes, man, that's coming at us so hard that people ain't never used to seeing? You know what I'm saying? So they wasn't used to seeing that. So they didn't know. So they didn't know what was going on. So it was just so funny. So as the time go by, man, plus we gotta free the brother now because he's locked up with a 50-year sentence, and this is juvenile. So a lot of people want to know why it was Crips in Kingston, is because he came from LA and they like one of the biggest he ain't got the biggest family, but they all was running up under him, and they all was Crips until Sex Money Murder came up there. So now when Sex Money Murder comes, this is a whole different brand. And it was so funny, so he wound up going to jail, getting a lot of time, man. We got to advocate for him to get home. He doing a lot of positive things in jail and everything. He's running around, but you know, we got to do that juvenile law for him because they said when you was a kid committing all these murders and stuff, your mind ain't fully developed. And it's already a known fact that they let people go home out of jail out of that. So we got to get him to go out, to advocate for Lamar. So I think it's Lamar Knox, if I ain't mistaken. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to his son, Lil Lamar. You know what I'm saying? That I wound up raising. It's so funny that I wound up messing with his baby mother. And I've been running around with her for years, and his son grew up under me. Him and his sister Shaquille and all of them. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and I know for many years she's always ate, but then we started terrorizing this town. I remember another time, right? Yo, I got so many beat downs with this in Kingston that's going on. It's gonna be ridiculous, man. But like I told y'all, this shit is in the book, it's in the movie, it's in the series. Y'all gotta stay tuned for that. So y'all only gonna get bits and little stabs at what's going on. So I remember one time motherfuckers was in the crib. You know what I'm saying? They all ran up in the crib, Lamar and all of them. They don't know we in there, but they think it's some other dudes in there. So when they run up in there, they robbing everybody. Man, so the time we come from downstairs, we shooting them out with them. We get into a whole shootout in the living room and all that. Motherfuckers jumping out the windows and all that. They jumped out the front window, we jumping out the back window. I'm talking about, I don't know how nobody ain't get hit. Close range, everybody shooting like maniacs. They jumped out the window, we get up out of here. So the police is like, yo man, who the fuck is these guys? What the fuck is going on? And nobody don't know, you know what I'm saying? So at this one little time, this shit just happened, you know what I'm saying? Then I remember another situation with them. It was just so many things on after that until they seen that it got more serious. And that's when they knew that they were dealing with a different species and they fall back. So the whole moral of this whole thing was how Sex Money encountered the beef with Crips before they was blood. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's this, you already knew which way the shit was going. It's going that way, so you already knew what's going on. Like, yo, y'all beefing with Crips and y'all ain't even blood yet, but it was just in us to be rebellious, to go against or whatever. Anybody know the history of Kingston, they know what's going on in Kingston. You know, we got many towns we could talk about. You're going to be getting beat down stories from Cleveland, Charlotte, Pittsburgh, PA. Like I told you, Springfield, Massachusetts, all around there, a whole bunch of little towns. That's where a lot of people from Soundview became millionaires. That's what they do, you know what I'm saying? Then we got Virginia, West Virginia, you know what I'm saying? So stay tuned, you're going to be getting this beat down for all these little stories, man, and everything that you learn to what's going on. So before I get to go with this, I just think back to how we used to always be traveling back and forth to this little ass town. We ride around with permits, no license, no nothing. So we used to ride around in this Golf, 4-door Golf. My man Light had got one. Had some pushed out hammers on his joint. He had the straight pipes on his shit. And we used to drive up there with, Man, we used to have about like 100 packs of 20s, correct money. We used to sell these shits out, going all the time and getting money. You know what I'm saying? And yo, we used to have so much fun going there and hustling. So closed out this last little beat down that I'm about to give y'all. I'm gonna end y'all with this. One day, Light left up there. He left me up there with all this shit. I finally broke the curse of hustling out there. So I came up one day. I demolished him. I finished all the work. He was like, about time, nigga, you scared ass, you know? I finally broke the curse because I came outside one day and there was not one soul out there, but maybe 1,000 crackheads. I'm talking about, I literally smacked a 15 clip of hand to hands. And that's when all the fiends, I said, yo, what's your name? I said, my name Bemo. My name Bemo. They're like, what? Boom, boom. I sell all this shit. So I come back. I gave Light all the money. I'm like, yo, here, Gary, you really get to go. We still had some more work left. I'm chilling up there. Like I told you, I'm with Mel Quizzy and them. So we go chill. He got some broads, so we gonna hang out with the broads. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna stay up here by time. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna come down later on. So about 3 days went by. He was supposed to come back. So I'm like, what the hell? Why he ain't come back? So I don't know why he ain't come back and shit. So I'm sitting there wondering like, yo, man, this nigga, yo, you ain't get back yet? The twins from Kingston, I call them twins. They're not twin sisters, but they sisters. They all man called Tyke and Christine. You know what I'm saying? And come to find out, my little brother, Lil E, had a baby from Tyke and Christine. We always flirted with each other for so many years. You know what I'm saying? So boom, they driving to New York, go see their friend and do that. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna ride back with y'all. I'm gonna go hang out with y'all and shit. So when I get back to the city, I'm like, yo, what's up? She like, I'm like, oh, we go back to the city. I'm like, yo, just drop me off over here. I'm going to the View. I gave him some weed money. Boom, boom, chilling. So now when I get to the View, I see my pops. He's like, yo, you talk to Light? I'm like, nah. He's like, yo, you need to go get in contact with him, man. You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of shooting going on. So I'm like, shooting going on? What the fuck you mean? Boom, I run to the phone, make the phone call. Boom, I make the phone call. He's like, yo, what up, Mo? I'm like, yo, what's up with you? He's like, yo, yeah, woo, woo, woo. Yo, I'm beefing with the Watson niggas. I'm like, you beefing with the Watson niggas? I'm like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? What's up? He said, niggas dragged down trying to clap at me and all. I'm like, what? I'm like, yo, come on, let's go get the bikes ready. We going over there. Boom. We call the motherfucking Clubhouse where we got all the dirt bikes at. Like, yo, gas them shits up, man. We over there, we rolling. You know, dirt bikes was our specialty. So niggas get the dirt bikes ready. So we suit them up. We roll out. We go. Boom. We get over there. We go 3 deep. You know what I'm saying? There's 2 bikes, the shooting bikes, and there's 1 bike for a distraction. So to make sure the shooters get away that we always riding. So we go drives through the Watson, niggas doing wheelies and all that. We want to see if the dudes is out there on the block. So they out there on the block. So we like, oh, okay. So now the bikes, we go back down the one way. We come, we chill. We put them on. We put the bikes to go back the other way towards the Buckner Highway, and we come walk around. The corner, so we could go get these dudes. So you know, our favorite routine is this: Light gonna go first, let it off, and I'ma come follow behind him. So whoever fall, you finish. So we like, I bet. He comes through, woof. You know what I'm saying? Let off, boom, I come back through with him and finish. Boom, we gonna run through there, we go. So now we going. So as he running back in the block, the Spanish dudes always stick together so much, a motherfucker come out the building and let off. Light falls. So when he falls between the car, I'm bugging. I'm like, hold up, my son got hit. The dude don't see me because I'm coming right behind him. He trying to run back in the building. I catch him dead in the lobby, walking right before he get in the lobby. Boom, now we chillin', so come to find out, Light to slip. So he got back on his joint. Boom, we got on the dirt bikes. We heading up out of there now. It's a whole bunch of things. They said a whole bunch of people got clapped that day on that shit. So while we running up out of there, the D's come. We coming, so we going back over this overpath to get towards Soundview. Now, Light and my man didn't make it, but I'm the last one because after the last incident, I got back on the bike with my man. We trying to get up out of there. Yo, the D's is behind me all along. The nigga tried to grab me. My man hit the gas. Man, Man, you heard that shit, boom. I almost fall, the bike lift up. I'm talking about the detective was out the window trying to grab me off the bike because they said there'd been a whole bunch of shooting on these dirt bikes. So boom, we getting up out of there, they chase us. Yo, I couldn't make it over the overpass, they blocked the street. So now I jet back up in Watson. So my man is, my man is a master on these bikes. He the one that taught me how to ride, he boogieing. These niggas on our ass. Now we got mad cops. We had mad sirens. Boom. So we go back up into Watson. We go up 2-3 blocks. And we really trying to shake them because we trying to get back towards the view or either the hill. But where Watson is stationed at, it's still over the bridges for us to get over there. Like the only way is to catch one of these paths. So boom, we shake them. We coming down a one way in the street. We get down this one way. It was mad cars and traffic. They couldn't get down there. We finally make it over the path. So boom, when we make it over the path, boom, we telling them niggas is in the field waiting for it. They park, they waiting there. Cause they ain't hear the bike. So when they hear the bike coming, light to start letting off in the air again. Boom, my man come doing wheelies. We got up out of there. That shit was all on the news. So when it was all on the news, the twins called. They like, yo, man, what the fuck, something happened, man. There's a whole bunch of people got shot. Bob, yo, is everything all right? Talking to the Soundview area? I'm like, yo, yeah, I'm gone. I'm like, yo, listen, I'm ready to roll. Y'all ready to roll out here? She like, yeah. So they come to Soundview to get us. When they come back to Soundview to get me, like saying he gonna stay for a couple of more days. So I just grabbed all the work and I left and I rolled back up with them. So she was like, yo, Mo, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I'm like, all right, bet. Go to the bathroom. So she like, when I walks up to the bathroom, I don't pay attention. So I take her through the basement. She jumps. So I look, I don't know why she jumped. She see the dirt bikes, right? So as they see it, remember they just had on the news a whole bunch of shooting dirt bike, a whole bunch of people got shot. I don't think nothing fatal going over that. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. So we get back in the car. She cried all the way. So when to get back home, we drop everybody else. She dropping me off. She dropped me off to Becky's house. Anyway, she was like, yo, it's true what they say about you and like, man. I'm like, yo, what you mean? She's like, man, I called over there worried about you and come to find out y'all the motherfuckers that's always doing something. She said, when y'all two together, it's just always something. I started laughing. I'm like, yo, just don't believe what you always hear, man. She's like, nah, I can't. But look, I'm worried hell for you. And I come over there, but this bike's there. And I'm saying, like, what coincidence is that? I'm just laughing and shit, enjoying myself. You know, that's another little beat down from out of Kingston. Always know that all the stories is allegedly, they all from out my books and movies. The names and characters been changed to protect the innocent and dead, so y'all don't have to ever worry about me doing anything coming. I'm an author, I'm a writer, write movies. I got 10 movies I wrote. I got everything, man. Shout out to Kingston. Shout out to the boy G's. Shout out to my son JG. Shout out to Lil O, Lil Ronnie. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them all, man. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kai. Shout out to JG and the Pop. Shout out to everybody, man, that's out there, man. All the bed. Shout out to the whole Kingston, man. You know, Kingston's like, is my motherfucking second home, man. You know, we took everybody from out there to Castle Hill Sound. We out there, you know what I'm saying? But you know, man, tune in, man. That's another Chronicle for Beatdown from out of a page, out of the Sex, Money, Murder story. I got many, many more, plenty more, because there's a lot that I ain't finished with that in the attic. You know what I'm saying? I give it to you another time, man. I'm going to sign on out, man. Peace.